want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. What does the Bible say about election and predestination? It doesn't seem fair that God would choose some people to be saved and others not to be. Well, this is one of those questions that we've discussed and debated literally for hundreds of years. And unfortunately, I think there are so many emotional responses on both ends of the proverbial spectrum. But I'm going to make it hopefully simplistic today to understand, because both of these words, election and predestination, are in the Bible. So we have to discern, what do they mean? We need to dissect what does that mean, not just for us individually, but for humanity collectively. So I want to address what we call the law of first mention, meaning the first time that a word is used in Scripture generally gives us the idea of how it is to be utilized and or seen throughout Scripture. The first time we see the word elect or election is actually in the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 1, where it speaks about the Messiah, the elect one. Why is this important? Because no aspect or approach to election or predestination can be done outside of Jesus Christ. So we are speaking of how is humanity elect and predestined under the person, the salvation that's offered through Jesus Christ. So that's point number one. Point number two is 3 chapters later in Isaiah chapter 45, it says that Israel is elect. Now, why is that important? Because Israel is a collective body. In fact, in Romans chapter 2, verse 28, it says, not everybody who claims to be a descendant of Abraham is the true Israel. They must be circumcised of the heart, not just of the flesh. Now, in very simplistic terms, you have a choice to make when it comes to election and predestination. Does God elect and predestine each individual person to either heaven or hell? Or does he have an elect, predestined plan by which you and I have the opportunity to be a part of? Did the Israelites have a choice to be a part of what God was doing? Of course they did. In fact, in Exodus 25, when they built the tabernacle, in Ezra chapter 2, in chapter 7, when they came back from Babylon, he said to bring a free will offering. Even Joshua said, choose you this day whom you will serve, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Do I believe that election is in the Bible, that God can do as he chooses, when he chooses, in spite of whomever may disagree? Of course. Do I believe that there is predestination? It's been established before time began and cannot be altered. Absolutely. I don't believe it's you or I as a specific individual that is elect and or predestined, but God's plan. We cannot alter his plan through Jesus Christ. We cannot alter that what we know as salvation through Jesus Christ was predestined before the foundation of the earth. We can't alter it. We can't change it. We don't have the right to say there's a different or another way. That's why Romans chapter 10, verse 13 is so critical. Whoever calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.